Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. We celebrate Jackie Robinson Day with a great matchup between the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Kyle Hendricks will be on the mound for the series opener. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
DJ LeMahieu makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. EK, one-year-old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, both of these teams come into the series riding losing streaks. So the good news, someone's going to get back in the win column here. Other than that, not a whole lot of good to report for either side.
Hit to short. Gloved by Russell. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
And there you see the numbers from his last start. And let's just say that it wasn't his best start so far. So now that he's had a few days to chew on it, let's see if he can bounce back. And it isn't going to be easy. He's probably still having visions of that last start.
Trevor Story will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
When you're hitting under 200 on the season, you've got to come up with a good performance every once in a while, and yesterday was one of those.
First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, Matt, with Ross behind the plate, hitters know they need to expand the strike zone a little bit. He likes to ring it up when it's on the black, or even a little off of it.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez.
Carlos Gonzalez will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Nope. And he misses with it, 1-1.
1-1.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Bryant has got it, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Chad Bettis, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matty, in his last outing, he didn't finish what he started, but he did throw a strong 8 innings, got his ball club the win.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
That's yanked into the stands, strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss. Two quick strikes to start his afternoon. These Rockies, Eric Karros, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, both of these teams come into the series riding losing streaks. So the good news, someone's going to get back in the win column here. Other than that, not a whole lot of good to report for either side.
Way outside. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And Fowler swings and misses as he's retired for round number 1. And with 1 away, today, of course, Jackie Robinson Day around Major League Baseball. We had a nice ceremony before the game in honor of number 42 as his legacy lives on to this day. Jason Hayward will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Yeah, not really a great performance for him yesterday, but that's just part of this ball game. You have to know that those rough ones are going to come up and bite you every once in a while.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
You can tell already, he brought the good fastball. That's back-to-back strikeouts here in the first, and he's looking sharp early on.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Hit hard back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
First base runner of the ball game now for either team comes with 2 outs here in the home first. Now, with the cleanup guy due next, things all of a sudden could get a bit interesting.
Anthony Rizzo will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
Boy, a 2-out single, now nearly a hit by pitch. You've got to be careful right here not to let this inning get away from you.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And a lot of times, harder doesn't equal better. You know, it's great to be able to blow guys away, but you got to be able to find the strike zone now and then.
Swung on, missed, 2-1.
And that had all the looks of a guy who was going to take a giant hack, 2-0, no matter where that pitch was. EK, I know you never did that.
No, not me. Maybe once or twice.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back. A runner on first with 2 away. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Here's a look over to first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley with no score. Nolan Arenado makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. A little bouncer. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the sinking fastball. Called strike 3, and that's out number 1. So with 1 away, time for a check of the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today. Gerardo Parra will stride in. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he came through with 3 hits in the losing effort.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. He pulls this one into right, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Stepping in now, Ryan Rayburn. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field, and the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that guy on the mound right now is absolutely livid. He knows that he threw way too hittable of a pitch in the situation when he's ahead in the count like that. He should be mad at himself.
Standing in now, Ben Paulson.
Ben Paulson.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Rockies are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Colorado. Anthony Rizzo will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. Into the seats, 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Tap foul at home plate. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Batting fifth, third baseman
Chris Bryant will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Hit on the ground to short. On to first, and there were two down.
batting sixth, left fielder Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Ball.
2-2 now with two away and the base is empty.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with two strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Good battle here. This will be the seventh pitch coming up. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Hara. And the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. It remains 1-0. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. We'll stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game.
42.
Liner towards second, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
The pitcher, Chad Bettis, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. The second for 1.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball is butted just way too hard, so that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. Hayward is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Well, that's a good idea right there. He goes with the pitch. He's not trying to pull it. Shoots this thing the other way. Just happens to be right at the right fielder.
Into the box, Trevor Story. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. 2 out with the man at first. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
That's what you do against a sinker baller. If that ball's fading away, go right back up the middle with it. He just bounces this one right into center field.
Carlos Gonzalez stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Two down, runners at first and second. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
And Gonzalez lays off as he goes to 2-1 now.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Hot shot on the ground is short. And that's through into left, a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Nolan Arenado comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
Yeah, and you know one man who'd love for him to come through big time right here is his pitcher. We'll see if he can get it done.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Here's ball 1 now to the Rockies' third baseman. It's 1-1. Looking to minimize the damage here. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike. 1-2.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Second and third, 2 away. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Rockies are out in front, 2-0. Addison Russell will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training, as he has really struggled in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
2-0 count. Here it comes. 3-0 now.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Ready with the 3-0 pitch. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. It's not a bad idea.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
And now on the mound after the leadoff walk, you put yourself in a situation where you're going to give these guys a good chance to get that run right back. I mean, here's where he'll need to try to get the next guy to hit something on the ground.
Into the box, Kyle Hendricks. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way, and he pops up the bunt attempt. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and the runner back safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. Runner goes for second. Ball's there, and he is out trying to take second. Good throw.
Now batting.
Well, here the runner's going to break on 0-2. Normally, this is not such a great count to run on because of the threat of a pitch out. But instead, they get a gift right here. It's a strike him out, throw him out, double play.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0. 2-0 pitch on the way. Too high, and it's 3-0. Jason Hayward would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Fly ball heading for the alley. Parra on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. For Fowler, the double was his 3rd of the season here in this first month. Hit hard up the middle, and that is through into center field. A base hit around third. Fowler heading home. Throws there, and he is out on a beautiful throw as he just came up firing that time.
Posed.
A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Gerardo Parra is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Backhanded. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, left fielder, Ryan Rayburn.
Ryan Rayburn stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Well, he hit a two-strike changeup, so let's see if they attack him a little bit differently if they get him to 2 strikes again.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Hey!
Look out as this bat shatters on impact. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
And I can already hear him when he gets back to the dugout. Man, I homered with that bat. Really? What do you got to go and break it for?
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ben Paulson. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Rips this one to first, and a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're up 2-0. Leading off the end, Obrist, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Hit hard, and this is off the second base bag, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. So with the leadoff man reaching base here, let's take a moment to check out this date in baseball history. Striding into the box, Anthony Rizzo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Foul tip into the catcher's glove at strike 1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
The 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about.
You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And there he goes towards second. Taken for strike 3, the throw. And he got him at second on a perfect throw.
Well, they decide to start the runner here, hoping, of course, to stay out of the double play. But instead, a double play is exactly what they get. Strike him out, throw him out.
Chris Bryant stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First offering on its way. Lays off 1-0. No runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They trail it here 2-0. Number 42 stands in.
Leading off for Colorado, catcher, number 42.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. Russell charging this one, and the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. He didn't even want to swing at this pitch. You see him try to hold up, but it winds up working out for him.
In now, Chad Bettis. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. There's one on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball is butted just way too hard, so that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. To short, hit hard. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Into the box now, Trevor Story, and a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Zobrist back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. Rockies strand 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Kyle Schwarber comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
In there at the knees, strike 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Well, he's just putting on a clinic out there right now. Let's check it out on Show Track. Well, these guys are just having all sorts of trouble figuring him out. Strikes out his 6th batter of the game so far.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Hit hard toward first, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting.
Well, don't worry. I'll tell you, if you keep hitting the ball like this, sooner or later it's going to even out as the season goes on. Just a little unlucky right there as he hits that ball right at him.
Here's Addison Russell. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Oh, and I like that he went right back to that curveball there after the check swing.
Yeah, you almost got him once. Try it again and see if he can hold off twice.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
Flipped out the other way toward short. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail things here 2-0. Carlos Gonzalez will lead things off for Colorado as they look to get something started in their half of the 6th.
Carlos Gonzalez.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Rizzo is there, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Nolan Arenado ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
And that was a huge strikeout at the time because there were 2 runners in scoring position. And it's never fun to walk back to the dugout knowing that you left RBIs on the table.
Now a swing and little pop-up here right behind home plate. The 0-1 on its way. 1-1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Hit out towards second. Zobrist is there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
2 more ground outs, and that's the product of throwing that sinker. Just about every time you swing at it, you're either going to hit the top of it or miss it altogether. And if you do hit it, you're going to be killing all the worms out there in front of home plate.
Gerardo Parra will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
First pitch on its way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Drilled on the ground to short. Russell has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies, but they're on top 2-0. Tommy La Stella is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
The 0-2 home. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
That's a real good at-bat there. He fell behind 1-2 right out of the gate, but instead of going out of the zone to protect, he was able to lay off 3 straight and get his guys a leadoff base runner.
Dexter Fowler will stand in now following the leadoff walk, and might we see a bunt attempt here in a 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all. And when he has, they've been out of the zone.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2.
Well, he watched that one all the way in, and it looked like he almost gave up on it. He's pretty lucky that wasn't called strike 3.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And Fowler swings and misses as he's retired for round number 1.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. It's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Jason Hayward will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like 2 totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
Stepping in, Ben Zobrist. He singled his last time up. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. That evens it up 1-1. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. A runner on first with 2 away. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Gonzalez at the track. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Cubs strand 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Adam Warren is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Number 42, Adam Warren.
Ryan Rayburn will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Now the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Drilled right back up the middle. And there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
Ben Paulson will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Nobody out, runner on first. Liner toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
And these guys would like nothing more than to add on to their 2-run lead. Back-to-back hits have them in business to do just that.
Number 42 will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
And here's where the Rockies need to cash in with that one key hit they've been missing.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. First and second here with nobody out. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Ripped on the ground to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
First and second, you see the first baseman playing behind the runner. Now, if he's holding him, this might be a double play. Instead, it's by him down the line, and it's going to bring home a run.
Stepping in now, Chad Bettis. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Yeah, he needed that one. Something to give him a little bit of confidence.
Runners are at first and third with none out. Down the third baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. One there, not in time.
Oh, love the effort, though.
A major league effort, but he couldn't finish the play, so the run comes in to score.
Boy, it's amazing how fast a guy will get down the line if he can smell an RBI coming. You see he's able to beat it out on the back end as the run comes home to score. No double play.
DJ LeMahieu will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of 1s and 2s, but those will add up.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. Hayward has a long run, but he takes charge for out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop,
Trevor Story comes forward to bat again. He was the victim of a double play last time around.
Yeah, and it's always kind of tough returning to the dugout after rolling into a double play. So you know he wants to make up for that one right here.
Throw will go to Russell covering at second, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. It's the Rockies 4 and the Cubs nothing. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rizzo, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Look out, 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
3-0 now.
And a 3-0 count here to start the 7th has got to be a red flag.
Drilled to the right side. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Yeah, he got a little revenge there. He struck out twice before that, and now he gets him back with a solid base hit.
Chris Bryant will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
1-0 pitch on the way. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
The further this game goes along, you get the sense that sooner or later somebody's going to run into one of these fastballs and hit one out of here.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Yeah, he essentially tripled up there. That means he threw the same pitch 1, 2, 3 times in a row. You don't see that very often, but it's going to work out for him as he gets the strikeout.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. Runners on first with 1 down. Outside, 3-0 now. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now. Three and 1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
We got 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
And there you get a look at his pitch count, and you can see he's over the 100 pitch mark right now. So some of those mistakes are going to start to get magnified late in this ball game. You can bet they're keeping close tabs on him in that dugout.
Miguel Montero will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
He's set. Here it comes. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
A shot down the first baseline. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
Well, for a while there, it didn't look like they were ever going to break through, but they finally get on the board here in inning number 7. Now they've got to see if they can add on a few more and maybe make this game a little more interesting.
Now you see the Colorado skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Justin Miller will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away.
Justin Miller.
Addison Russell will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Nothing better for your confidence than to come right in out of the bullpen and strike that first guy out. A lot of times, that'll set the tone for your whole outing.
Munenori Kawasaki will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 42, Munenori Kawasaki.
starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Rockies 4 and the Cubs 1. Pedro Strop is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Pedro Strop.
Leading off the inning, Carlos Gonzalez, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Gonzalez.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And Gonzalez lays off as he goes to 2-1 now. To 2-2 now. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Zobrist has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Well, look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today. With both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Nolan Arenado will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all or nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Yeah, that's the thing about a 2-seam fastball. It'll really bear in tight. Show motion will give you a good look at what this will do to the bat. It just explodes on impact.
In is Gerardo Parra. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Let's check this out again. This is in show motion, and you'll see how he shows bunt late. He's got his head right on the baseball. Watching it all the way under the barrel of the bat, that's as good a form as you're going to see.
In now, Ryan Rayburn, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Here's a high pop-up. Rizzo is there for it. And that retires the side. 1 hit, 1 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rockies 4 and the Cubs 1.
Your attention, please. Now
And a
pitching
new
for
pitcher is
Colorado.
summoned from the bullpen, as it'll be the left-hander Boone Logan that gets the call.
Logan.
Dexter Fowler will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Well, he hasn't swung the bat all that well against the other guy, so hopefully this new pitcher will give him a chance to swing it a little better. 2 strikeouts already.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And there's ball 1.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Here it comes on 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Some guys with 2 strikes, they become dead right field hitters. You can see here, he lets the ball get in on him a little bit, doesn't try to do too much with this thing, then just rides it right into right field. That's well done right there.
Jason Hayward will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Now a snap move over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. Comes set with the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Oh, and they've got him picked off. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. And this one's in the dirt. But fortunately here, no advance. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
In the air now out to left field. Rayburn is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Ben Zobrist will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Ball's on the money, and Fowler is gone at second base.
And it looks like this base stealing thing is not working out. They're 0 for 3 now in the ball game. Time to try something new.
Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his third hit in 4 trips, all of them singles. He's been a tough out all game long.
Anthony Rizzo digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Here comes the first pitch. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. From the belt, kicks and deals.
That's a ball.
Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Two out with the man at first. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One left for the Cubs. They trail it 4-1. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Ben Paulson, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Hector Rondon will come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Striding in to start the ninth, Ben Paulson, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, but this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone.
That's a late swing here on a fastball, but he still squares it up pretty good. If he gets this thing just a little higher, this might be 2 bases. Instead, it's just right into the third baseman's glove.
Into the box now, number 42. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss here, and the first two are dispatched to begin the ninth.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Charlie Blackmon will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Swing and a liner, but foul. Pulled toward right center field. Fowler has it in his tracks, and that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Jake McGee is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 42, Jake McGee.
Leading off the inning, Chris Bryant, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
High fly ball out to deep right field. Gonzalez racing back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder.
Digging in now, Kyle Schwarber. He drew a walk his first time up. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Jorge Soler will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Jorge Soler.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Well, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get 1 at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Nobody out, runner on first. One and 2 as he chases the slider.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
In a game like this, you hope that the bottom half of your order can pick up the slack here. But this isn't going to help much. Go grab some bench.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. McGee comes set, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Just checking.
And another snap throw to the bag. And the runner back. The 2-2 pitch. Runners off for second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up. Don't know if that was a true hit and run there with 2 strikes or not, but he's into second base safely on the strikeout. Addison Russell makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
And he takes ball 1.
You can't worry at all about that runner at second. I mean, his run means nothing. Just go right at the guy at the plate.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. And a relay to the plate. And he is out at the plate. Trying to get a little too greedy when he didn't need to be, and this ball game is over.
Yeah, that's a nice win here for these guys. And now I think, EK, you better hurry up and get to a computer so you can get your taxes in by midnight.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance. His fastball had some good life to it. He really mixed his speeds well, and he kept guys guessing all throughout.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Rockies come out on top 4-1. So long from Wrigleyville.
The final line score for the ball game this afternoon for the victorious Rockies. 4 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run on 10 hits. no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. A reminder that extra southbound CTA Red Line trains will be available at the Addison Street Station 1 block east of Wrigley Field. Northbound passengers are asked to board at the Sheridan Station. Post-game bus service will also be available on the 8 Halstead, 22 Clark, 152 Addison, and the 154 Wrigley Field Express routes.